It is an old tree. It's about 206 years old at least. According to legend and record, Lawson Nunnally planted this tree in 1814.
Now, what's interesting about the timing of the planting is that we were in the middle of the War of 1812. So people were really a little afraid of what might be happening. What, would the British be coming here again? And yet this young man had enough optimism to plant a little sapling.
All these buildings here weren't here when this tree was planted in 1814.
Looking around the courthouse here, it is definitely the oldest historic artifact we have here on our courthouse green. In 1916 was the first time that we know that it was measured. It was measured various times since then, and it wasn't really until 1991 that we started doing it every decade, because it was in 1991 that it was actually named the Nunnally tree. Before the days of air conditioning, this tree provided shade for 180-something years. This tree provided the cool spot on the county Chesterfield Courthouse Green in order for people to come and have their lunch. General Services basically takes care of this tree, and they take care of it with tender, loving care, literally.
Last spring we hired somebody to do the tomograph service because we wanted to make sure the integrity of the tree.
We did what's called sonic tomography. I guess it's a form of advanced risk assessment, we might call it. The idea is that it uses sound waves to generate an image of the internal condition of the tree. What we're actually looking for is there decay in the middle? So we sequentially go around, tap on each of the nails, and have a sensor on each of those points until we've got each measuring point has been ascending and a receiving point. It can find the decay or the slow areas and show you relative to the whole circumference of the tree where in the tree that decay is located. So we did 3 levels, one just below the first branches, one at about 6 feet off the ground, and one at the very bottom. And each one of those images showed up the tree to be pretty much a solid column of wood.
We were relieved, I guess. Thought there was going to be at least a little bit of decay inside, but we found out that there was actually none. Going forward with that, we hired arborscapes to do a service on the tree, which was a plant growth regulator treatment, which slows down the leaf and branch development on the tree. Just getting the limbs off these 2 historical buildings right here that were kind of grown into the actual roof and everything. Another service would be the support systems on the tree, which is a dynamic support system which actually move and work with the tree. Another service is the lightning protection.
This is amazing that this tree is still here today in Chesterfield County.
It's one of the main attractions here on the complex. There's not a lot of big trees like this around in this area, or especially in Chesterfield, and where you can have really good access to the public to see it.
It's an amazing tree, it really is.
This tree isn't a built history, but it's a living history. You can build another building, but you can't grow another tree like this. You can't just recreate this. If this tree goes, it's 200 years until you have it again. So I think there's something to be thought about with that.